Hello, I'm Tara. Lara. We just want to talk about. Okay.
Serious
That's
business.
my mini schnauzer again. Okay, Jackson, we're filming. We
People are
wanted
gonna be like, fuck are these broads doing? Just kidding.
swearing.
Oh,
Anyways, we want to talk about support groups, MS groups, and if they're helpful or not. We actually met in a support group. I'd never been in a support group for anything before, and I always thought it sounded pretty cheesy and didn't really want anything to do with it. But at the MS clinic, they asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. It was the first time doing this clinic for people that suffer with fatigue as one of their main issues. So that's where we met. So how did you like it? What did you think of it?
I liked it. I've never been either to a support group because I was like, I don't really want to be around other people that much of this. Like, it's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But that was, I understood it as sort of like a research almost, like, because we were the pilot of the the guinea pigs.
Yeah.
And I think like there were some really simple, effective. Also, with MS, it's just the fatigue is probably the most debilitating thing for a lot of people with MS.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll pretty much try anything that will work. And if these guys have any insight at all, I'm interested. Mm-hmm. So it was just 5 weeks, and we met for a few hours, I think, each week. Yeah. And
it didn't feel like enough, though, hey?
No. I mean, half the time they didn't, there was sometimes where it wasn't controlled and we're like just kind of all over the place. Yeah. But it was good. The people were really nice, not at all like condescending or anything. Didn't feel like school.
No.
But it was educational, and they had a number of things, like just sort of like very simple outlines of what fatigue is, how to describe it when you're having it, how you might be able to recuperate from it. And I came across, so at that point, I had known I'd had MS for 6 years, and I had had the symptoms for 13, 14 years. So,
oh my God.
In the whole time, it was so weird because there was something really, really simple at the beginning of the book that we were given, and it said, MS fatigue is not the same as other fatigue, which I know inside myself, but I've never even bothered to try to explain it to someone because it's always, which is natural to try and have an analogy, something else that you could describe, and the only thing I could ever think of was that it feels like, and it's not even to be over dramatic, it's just such a strange feeling, but feels like you're dying, like your body's shutting down versus like, I'm tired. Often I was exhausted. I mean, I went through a period where I couldn't even shake up a shakeable breakfast. I had to do it all in steps. So like insane fatigue where you don't even want to get up to go to the bathroom.
Can't lift your arms.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
And I don't have that now, but it's possible, and it's not like no sleep is taking that away. And often when I had the worst of that, I also had insomnia.
Oh yeah,
yeah, like because it's like two totally different things. It's like your physical, mental fatigue versus being sleepy, so they don't necessarily go together. I remember wishing, like, I wish I could just sleep now. So yeah, but I think they did a really good job. There were a couple students there. Yeah, they were just really open to suggestions as well. So it felt like it was like good.
Like they wanted help from us explaining what the fatigue. I always say I feel like Wolverine. Like my body is full of adamantium. Is that what it is? Like I'm full of this heavy metal, but I don't have the strength of Wolverine.
Okay.
So I'm like,
I feel like Gumby.
Can't even lift my frickin' arms to get my little swords out. But I am like that heavy. Yeah. And like I want to be like, rawr, but I'm like, oh, just dragging my fucking ass. Excuse me.
Yeah.
As soon as I roll out of bed.
Yeah.
And it's like I've had a refreshing sleep, and that's how you start the day. So I mean, it's really hard to. Hey, Jackson. To plan a whole day
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I certainly have had a lot of time to adjust. I've also had good medication that I've got a lot of that under control. I'm allowed to do. I've always been allowed to.
Yeah.
That hasn't been the issue.
Yeah.
I could do a ton more than I used to be able to do, and but still, I realize like the amount that I've changed my life to accommodate the disease versus have it take over. It's there's so many things. It's little things. I shave my head so I never have to think of my hair. I don't like my hair doesn't look good. I do not want to spend half an hour doing it. So just shave it off. Simplest thing.
It looks good.
Easiest. Don't have to dry it. Don't have to, nothing. Once in a while I got to use those things around your ears because it looks weird. But other than that, you just roll with that. I have a bath instead of a shower. Yeah. I think I do a bunch of things in the day, but when I really look at it, if I were to write it down, it's like, yeah, you got up, you
I got
shop.
ready.
Yeah. And I rarely shop. I rarely have groceries. Like my parents live close by. They invite me over for dinner and I say, yeah, sure, thanks. And then my mom sends me home with leftovers and I'm like, hey, I don't eat that much. That'll work out for the week. Sometimes she sends me stuff and I'm like, Ma, I'm golden until next Monday. Here, I got a few apples, I got some cake here because you keep trying to feed the Christmas goose. Pump me up. It was like, I ate that for breakfast, but just like all these little things.
That's
and
good.
I think socially is a huge one. It's which we talked about in that group. That just like the social demands of things, like people that you want to see but it takes a lot of energy, and how you don't see people if you're really tired, and then if you're always making excuses or saying that you can't go, it's either other people get fed up if they don't know you well or they don't accept what's going on, or I get fed up of making excuses, so I'm just like, and just give it a miss. Yeah. Like the person. And sometimes
it's tough to just deal with having to turn people down because you're not feeling well enough.
And it's not like I have so many people dying to hang out with me, but on the other hand, it's like a positive thing in the sense of MS will give you that for survival, you will start cutting out negative people in your life. Because you absolutely do not have the energy for them. No. So you have more of, you feel more empowered, entitled to cut people off. Yeah. Without explanation. You don't even need explanation. All of a sudden, so many things become clear. Like this person is a leech of my energy. Yeah. I have like this much, so I have like this much to spare. You're out of here. And it's just like, it's not as...
You take too much gas, and I only have a quarter tank.
Yeah. and that kind of thing, it's like, in that group, it's like, it talks about that, how you have these things. And I remember hearing that the first time that when I was told I had MS. And they're like, you have to, you have a spoon, I don't know what that is, a spoonful here and a spoonful here. And you need to just kind of, spread it out and try to watch what happens. And I was like, listen, I'm going to use denial because I don't want to do that. It's like, in the beginning, I think more people than not, I think me, other people that I've talked to, it's like, you'd rather just hit a brick wall, and you will, and it'll feel like a brick wall that you hit when you try to do something, because you're like, I'm too young for that, I used to be able to do this and that, and it's just the reality of life.
Or tell people, suck it up, I'm tired too, you can do it.
Sorry, I totally got off track, but they said they give a description in that meeting, and we should pull it out. I still have my thing. It describes MS fatigue and how it's there's evidence of what it is. Like they have some sort of descriptions that are cohesive. And what is it? It's something
extreme fatigue. Is it?
It's something like extreme fatigue, because it's usually, sometimes it's not my body per se, I don't feel like I'm dying inside, but if I go retarded, if I just stop functioning, those things, almost everyone with MS that has, enough symptoms that in some type of place where it needs to get some attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's like losing words, just stopping mid-sentence, or just
Constantly
like
stopping mid-sentence.
Yeah, or just like not suddenly.
Your head.
Oh yeah, so bright. I'm like, I have such a clean aura. Adidas. Yeah.
No, it's Sabi Ba.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You have to lean forward. No, it's the window. It needs to be, what's it called? See? Right there.
Yeah.
What's it called? Turned. That's
Yeah.
a word
Yeah.
that I can't come up with. Thanks, baby.
Voila.
Thank you. We should probably cut it off at 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think we should just redo it another day and
That's
use this
not a little one.
as a rehearsal.
I don't know.
And you can
It's pretty
cut
amazing.
and clip little pieces from it. And
Mhm.
Yeah. Like the part where I become this giant
Beam
clean
of-
aura of
You're like,
wonder. I just talk
Jesus.
about cutting out negative shit.
yeah, and you're like, I can't even notice when it went. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming. Peace out.
I'm down to 0.
One love, jobless.
One month jobless?
Not jobless.
What'd you say?
Jobless. Job.
Jobless! Oh, gotcha. Jobless! Peace! That's 2.
Jobless.
Right on.